But how did I start? I just want to share this bit of it so that I started with nothing. I was building a house that I needed to stay in the patio. After finishing the house, I asked myself, why is there something to patio? I'm saying somewhere in the Ikoyi already, but at what point? Who am I proving a point to? What am I? I said, no, I just canceled the idea that I'm not moving to the patio again. And at that point, I saw the property market. This was about, this is about 20, this is 17, this is about 18, 19 years ago. I saw the property market taking a direction. And I said, okay, I didn't have the money. I was an employee. So what I did, I had to sell my property value. And when I sold it, that gave me the seed capital to begin. And the rest is history. Because that's selling of that property value gave me a seed capital that multiplied into many other things. So, but the point I'm trying to say, capital formation is important, it's a challenge, but it's not a critical challenge when your understanding of opportunities and your character and your ability is right. Capital will flow to wherever those things come into place. So, because investors can invest, the other example I want to give is some young chaps, they used to be my staff. They started some things in what do you call it?
Agriculture.
Pineapple farming. They came and told me, oh, they are doing pineapple farming. I said, that's it. I said, how are people doing? I said, they've combined probably resources about 20-something million. And they said, they've reached a point, and because they were employees, they were reaching their limit. And anytime they had difficulty, they'll come to me and we'll talk about it. I will encourage them. And from there, we started talking. I told them, well, good idea, go and raise capital. And they looked at it, they moved on. And ultimately, they were able to raise, because they were trusted, they were able to raise almost about 200 million. And they pumped it back into the family. And now the farm size has grown. So capital is important, but it's not, to me, it's not a major challenge once we are doing some other things right. Building a team, I think, is even much more important. By a team, I'm not talking here about employees. I'm talking about people that can, your mentors, people that have experience that you can run to and advise you. And I think it's important that we recognize them. Like this young chaps that, one of them now has started a factory somewhere in the mainland. When he wanted to tell his step, he came to me. Because I used to be his boss. And I asked him a couple of questions. He said, he answered right. And he proceeded. So he was depending on me to be able to do what? Some basic guidance. When I went into real estate, I didn't know too much things about property. No. But I had a friend who has been in real estate for long. So I called him. He was younger than me in age. But in that particular area, he mentored what? He mentored me. Although he was younger than me. So he mentored me. So he was part of my team. He was making money out of me in the process, but I also benefited a lot of counsel from him. So it's important that we do that, and we do that very well and early on time. Anything you want to go into, you should be able to get people that can be your eyes, your hand, your leg, that will guide you. But if we get the wrong people, then we also make mistakes, and the process will burn our fingers. That's a challenge. Right location is important. Because of time, I'll move very fast. if we're not well placed in the right location, then we will run into a lot of problems. Because we won't have the demography or the economic understanding of the population that will drive our business. Let's take, for example, I have a friend who has a restaurant. Where he started, they have 2 branches now. Where he started, another fast food company that is popular in Lagos has used that location, but they failed. And their facility, the building that they were using, is where he moved into. Are you getting the point I'm trying to bring up? Yes. The exact building where a known brand, I don't want to mention it, a known brand that is still active today, they moved into the building. He found out why they failed on that location. They failed because of area boys. So my friend had to get strategy to be able to address the area boys issue. He befriended the community. The business became part and parcel of the community. To some extent, the side roads around his restaurant, he walks on them free of charge, without paying, without charging anybody. When the community will be doing something, he will use, when they have their meetings, he will supply them food free of charge. And they became stakeholders. And within, the branch has been there for about 3 years now. I think within the first 6 months, they were almost breaking even. So the rest was history. And from there, they were able to get another branch. The branch is doing so well that anytime I call, the 2 branches are doing so well, that anytime I call him, when are you going to your 3rd branch? He said, no, God hasn't shown him where yet. You want to be careful. Because the 2 locations they are in now, their consumption tax that they pay just for 2 locations is equivalent to the consumption tax that people with 100 locations pay. And I don't know if you those with 100 locations, you know, they will lie about their volume. But because it's a Christian, they will present the fact the way it is. Good employees are important because you cannot get, for example, a vegetarian to work in a butcher's shop. So, but when they misbehave, you fire them. Don't waste time. You fire them. When they misbehave, you fire them. You don't waste time. Because a little level has what? The capacity to level what? It goes on. When they misbehave, you fire them. Don't waste time. But it's important that they also believe in the process. They believe in the place. This is my friend who has a restaurant. The way he treats his cooks and some of the staff, when they do things outstanding, you know, in the process he will get the staff of the month. Some of them he'll send them to Ghana. You know, just a cook going on holidays in Ghana. So they have an ownership mentality in the business. They're not just getting salary. The other one of them, I visited him about a week ago, and one of them took up a level in the restaurant and was doing. I said, what is this fellow doing here? He said they're doing. The company's organizing a birthday for her because of her outstanding qualities. So, which staff would not like such an environment? They will actually work for you and work beyond what you think they can do. The other challenge that we have is the state of infrastructure, which is major problem. And sometimes, about 20-something years ago, I entered into a manufacturing process, which was a good learning experience for me. And in the process, I almost created a government trying to get roots, trying to get water, trying to get light. And when you are entering into a business and you are taking so much of your resources, attention, and energy into such a thing, you have a major problem. After that experience, I almost told myself, anything manufacturing, once you mention manufacturing, I'll go in the other way. But I think I've changed a bit. I said, not exactly. But you can go into it, but don't create what? Don't create a government. Allow the government to do what? Their work. Sometimes you will learn to how to leverage on those problems. Some of the problems you will leverage on is very simple. Virtually all the pharmaceutical companies in Nigeria today sell water. Am I correct? Am I correct? Yes. They sell water. Water is not their primary objective. But they realize that most of the things they do is with good water. And if they have good water, which they use in formulating what they are doing, and we all take it, why not sell the water itself? Since clean water is a problem in Nigeria. So there was a problem of water, but the leverage on it, and from there they went ahead to do what? They went ahead and made money out of a problem. That probably can sink some other people, but they made money out of it. Multiple transactions will come your way once you begin something. Once you open a shop and paint it very well, regulators will come. And some of them are rent-seeking. And that's where you will need to stand on your principles as a Christian. The restaurant example I gave you, when he paid his consumption tax, they called him that they should, the Lagos State, what do you call it? Lagos State Inland Revenue called him. Now you should come and see them. Isn't it? Not going anywhere. If you have any problem, write me. That's how officers behave.